Hello, hello everyone. Welcome back. So today, what we are going to do is we are continuing with the solving programming questions. So in this video, I am going to solve our second problem. So this problem is a little bit tricky. It's a medium range problem. So in this one, you are given two non-empty linked lists representing two non-negative integers. The digits are stored in reverse order, and each of their nodes contain a single digit, and the two numbers are written the same as linked list. You may assume two numbers 243564. In that case, 243564 it should be 708. So how it's going to be, because it's you need to be a reverse, you need to take it in reverse and submit. So that's a problem. So first we will have a link list node, and we need to use that list node for the rest of the solution. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a class here. So new Java class, list sum will be the best name for in this scenario, and I should have a PSVM, and that's all I need right now. But probably the question that we mentioned here, we can copy these things because we don't need to spend time on typing that, and we can directly go into the solution. So here I'm going to create another one, this node, and then copy all of these things into that. That's all I need as a prerequisite. So I should have an int value, and less node, and probably I will have some one constructor with a value, and one listener with the next. So here I can do one more thing, private, and I need to remove this step from here, so otherwise it will complain about my solution here. So here you can see some issues here. After I am removing these issues, everything is fine, and I just reformat our code also. Okay, so everything is fine. So there are two scenarios: one without any argument constructor, one with a value, and another one with value and list node. So list node probably we will set into the next one. So if you have a next node, that will set here. So that's a problem. So what we are going to do is, here I need to have a, so public void, or I guess it should be in list node itself, the result. So find sum. So how we are going to solve, that's a tricky part. So whenever you are getting some problem like this, you first list your input here. So input, I am getting what, and output I am getting what. That's the only two things you know right now. So the best approach is you can copy from here. I will that also you can copy from here. So in the coding interviews, these things are select. You don't need to do that, or it can be, because but the solution will be on the here itself. But you need to yeah, you need to be focused on this one initially, input and output. I will have a list node as an output and list node L1 as input and list node L2 as input. So from the question what they mentioned, we are clear. Right now we need to know what will be the strategy we are going to follow here to get our result. So I will declare a variable here in some. Probably I will change that variable also, but uh, I will create a variable and we know that I need a result node. So this part also clear. You don't have any problem here also. So I should have a result node that the one I am going to return. But the other things I need to have focus on. Okay, so here I will create a copy node also. So what we are going to, why we are to create that one, that probably we will understand on the next next stage. So these things are right now you will not get any understanding, but the only thing that you understand is you understand here is you need to pass through some of the, I mean, list node L1 and list node L2 and sum it up. So that's we know. So we need to find all the integers in the list node L1, list node L2, and we need to sum it up. So there should be a for loop or while loop. In this case, I am just since we don't know the length initially, so it's better to go with the while loop since we don't know the length. Okay, in this case, since it is a list node. Otherwise, if you are working on a list or a set, or you can have or arrays, you can have an opportunity to get the length. So in this case, what we are going to do is we have L1 node, L2 node, or some not equal to 0. In both cases, we are going to if L1 node is not equal to or any cases, it's going to inside this one. If L1 node is equal to null, so in this case I have the L1 node, so that's one condition we know that, and I have the variable here. This variable probably for each sum. So let's see. So in this case I have the L1 node value. Okay, so that's a sum pass L1 dot value. So I am summing up that one and changing that one into L1 is equal to L1 dot next. Okay, so what I am going to do next is the question. So here we have some issues here since it is private. Just to declare it as a public. Otherwise, I need to use the other things. Okay, so the other condition we know that if L2 is not equal to null. This also you know from the question itself. And what I am going to do here, I'm going to sum that value into L2. L2 is equal to, okay, here L2 is equal to L2 dot next. Okay, so L2 value, L2 is equal to node is equal to L2. So here also we added whatever in the L1 and whatever in the L2 and took the values. So from the L1, it is a parent node. There will there will not be any parent node. So in that case also I am adding that into the sum one. And what I am going to do next is list node, new node. So I need to create a new node. And what I will do on that new node, you will see in few minutes. So new node dot value, I am putting sum divided by 10. Okay, sum divided by 10. So right now we have an understanding. So I sum up two values, and I took that value remainder with the 10 to get the digit, and I have a copy node dot next is equal to new node. So new node value, I got the new node value, and I said that copy node next. So the copy node is the copy of the result node. Copy node dot next is equal to new node, and the other one I have a remainder here. So I need to use that remainder into the next sum. So that's everything. So right now I need to return this after the while loop. So basically it's a result node dot next. So why is result dot node next? So copy dot next is equal to new node. So here copy dot next is equal to new node, and what will be the copy node? Copy node should be the new node. You know that new node, what is new node value? New node value. Okay. So this thing is straightforward. So I create a list node new node, and I set the value, and copy node dot next is equal to new node, and copy node is equal to new node. Okay. So I guess you understand these things. Copy node dot next is equal to new node, and copy node is equal to new node. So you know that value is equal to some remainder of the sum. Remainder of the sum means, so if it is a 5 or something, that will be the remainder of that one. So here it looks everything okay, and also since it is the same node, copy node is equal to using the same object, you will get always the same result. Result dot node next will be the result. So here, if you are struggle to understand, so new node dot value, I will have new node dot value, and copy node. Copy node is the result one that we are using, and I am setting new node, and copy node next I am setting that one, and also copy node I'm setting new node. So we can see whether it's going to work in this scenario. Let's see these things will work. Then if it is not working, we can make some arrangements. Probably that will also work. Probably this will work. Let's see. So here, what we can do here, I need to get a result. So list node get a result point. Since it is not a static one, I need to find. Okay. So the problem here is this should be a okay. This node result find result method find some. Make it as a static, then we don't need to have difficulties here. So then just find some. You should have a list node here. So first I should have two list nodes and I need to define here. So list node 1, and this one list node 2, L2. We are gonna define this one. So basically it's a new list node. And this one also new list node. Probably you can supply the values from our test cases. So in our test cases, the values was like 2, 4, 2 and 5. So what I am going to do is we will set 2 here, we will set 5 here, and we should have another node 3 or something. So we need to create so many other nodes. So I am putting L1 into another one. L2 is another new list node that should be 4 and 6 here. Okay, then 4 and 6 here, and 3 and 4 next one. So in between we need to do something else that we will do. So for 3, this one should be 3 and this one should be 4. Okay, then here what I am going to do, I need to keep this one intact. So probably I will C1, C2, C1, C2. Okay, then L1 to next is equal to C1. Okay, and L2 dot next into is equal to C2. And here C1 again C1 again C2. We will do the same things here. L1 dot next, L2 dot next. Okay, so this problem probably it's okay right now. Let's see whether it's going to work. So I got the list node, and probably I will do one thing here. We'll go back here, code, generate code, generate toString. Okay, so toString I don't need. Okay, whatever. And we will use the list sum here. System. So, oh, see whether we to work on this scenario. I am not that much confident here because solution I got from some other places. So the value is 7. So you got the value 7. You got the value 0 and you got the value 8. So this works. So once again we can go to the part here. So these things are very easy. So I am adding into the sum, and here is the only difficult part. You are creating a new node and you are setting the new node into the value that you are getting from the summing and the remainder, and you have a copy node here. So copy node is the result node, and in that copy node next you are setting that new node. So if I am getting two remainder, setting that two remainder as a new node, and I am setting here, and next thing I am doing is copy node is equal to new node. So what I am going, copy node is equal to copy node change into the new node. So it's a new list node. So then again it's coming to here and setting that. So that's the thing actually happening here. Okay. So in the next iteration, we will come into the copy node dot next, and we will set the new node, and we will change in the copy node into the new node. So then on the last item, we are returning the next item. So everything looks good here. So if we need, we can try this one, but that will take some time to create that two list nodes. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day until we are seeing on next video. So these things are very straightforward, but it's a medium difficult problem. So the first thing you need to make sure the input and output what you need that list here, and you should based on the input here, and this sum is very straightforward. So some divisor, so whatever you have remaining on this one, and we are setting that value here, and the next time, so maybe some will be 0 or maybe some will not be 0 based on the device. So if some is 0, it's going to here, otherwise it will, yeah, otherwise it will end up otherwise it will be what are the remainder on that case. So the remainder is going to the next one, next and yeah, that's the way these things are working. So that's all for this one. Probably on next video we'll discuss some other problems. So this one a little bit tricky in the sense, yeah. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.